let us learn something about the psychosexual and the psychoanalytic theory which was put forward by Sigmund Freud. Have you ever wondered why a boy child develops liking for mother rather than father? Or why a girl child develops liking for father rather than mother? Hang on, you'll get to know answers for everything. Just watch this video till the end. He is Mr. Sigmund Freud. Have you ever heard about him? Have you ever heard about the psychoanalysis theory or the psychosexual theory proposed by him? So, let us know about the psychoanalysis theory. It was just about treating mental illness. Wait, mental illness? And how is it related to the child psychology? Yes, there is a relation between it. He strongly believes that events in our childhood have a great influence on our adult lives and in shaping our personality. So, things you would get to know through this video are psychoanalysis theory and the psychosexual theory. The psychoanalysis theory, which internally has the concepts like id, ego and superego, and the psychosexual theory, which has the stages fixation and libido. First, let us understand about the psychoanalysis theory. I already said that it is the treatment for mental illness. Okay, let us get deep into it. Freud believes that human mind is categorized into conscious and subconscious parts. In the conscious parts, which we have the current thoughts, but in the subconscious part, there are the past feelings, the emotions, the beliefs, the imaginations, whatnot. Everything is concentrated in the subconscious memory. So, according to him, a person's mental health depends maximum upon the subconscious mind. So, the psychoanalysis theory is a method where much concentration is laid upon the subconscious mind of the patient and fixing the problems which are present exactly in the subconscious mind. Now comes the concept of id, ego and superego. Let me be very brief about it. Id, it works on the instincts. Ego, it works on the reality. Superego works on morality. Still having the doubt? Let us see how these things work with an example. You could see a boy crying over here. But why is he crying? I'm hungry, but I don't have money. I will have to steal the food. So this is what is running in his mind. Now, this is known as id. The same boy is developing one more feeling inside his mind. What is that? So, here comes, he is thinking like this. Stealing the food is a wrong thing. But what can I do now? This is known as superego. Okay, now here comes into the picture ego. What ego is? Ego is something which balances the id and the superego. What this says that, okay, steal the food as of now and satisfy your hunger, but later come and return the money. This is all about the id, ego and superego and everything about the psychoanalysis theory. Next comes the psychosexual theory of Sigmund Freud. Before that, know few terms in the psychosexual theory. The first term is the libido. In short, I can say that it is a sexual desire which occurs at every stage of the human life, but in different ways. The next thing is the fixation. It comes into picture when sexual desire had not satisfied or else overly satisfied. Let us get into the psychosexual stages of development, where the oral stage comes first which lasts from 0 to 1 years, and the next stage is the anal, which is from 1 to 3 years. The next stage is the phallic, which is from 3 to 6 years, and the next stage is the latent stage. It lasts from 6 to 13 years. Finally comes the genital stage, where it lasts from 13 till the death. Coming to the first stage of the development in the psychosexual stages. So now this is known as oral stage, which lasts from 0 to 1 years. So here the sexual energy is concentrated in the mouth. Child satisfies his desires by sucking the nipple or thumb or by biting skin of other people. If it does less or more, then the required fixation occurs. If it to do more in the adulthood, the child may indulge more in the oral activities like drinking, smoking, nail biting, etc. The next stage is the anal stage, which is from 1 to 3 years. Child here takes the sexual pleasure from anal expulsion. So here the fixation takes place. But how? If strict potty training is given, the person may become over tidy in adulthood. If it was not given properly, the person may turn untidy or messy. Guys, do you remember the question which I asked you at the starting of this video? Here is the answer. So here comes the phallic stage, which lasts from 3 to 6 years. Now what happens here is that the boy child starts liking mom more than dad, which is known as Oedipus complex. The girl child starts liking dad more than mom, which is known as Electra complex. I hope you got the answer for the question, guys. It's nothing but libido. So the next stage is the latent stage, which lasts from 6 to 13 years. Here the libido is, in this stage there is no place for libido. Child concentrates more on playing or doing homework. Fixation do takes place here. If we leave the child like this in this stage, the child may find difficult to get socialized. Finally, we come to the final stage of the psychosexual theory, which lasts from 13 years till the death. By seeing the picture itself, you could understand that the boys start liking girls and the girls start liking boys in this stage. The sexual energy is concentrated in the genitals of the opposite sex. So that is all about the psychosexual theory, which was proposed by Sigmund Freud.